Merci. Thank you. Thank you. Every rose has its thorn. Thanks a lot. It'll be delicious, I'm sure. Where's my mustache? In my boot. This song is a love song for someone who's naive and knows it. Does your mother tell you things long, long, and I'm gone? Driving's rain down, weatherman with fingers in the sky. It's been a long time running. It's been a long time coming. Stop right the way.
What is up, my Canadian cousins? Welcome back to the channel. Today is September 20th, 2024. I'm very excited about today because the Tragically Hip documentary film comes out today, No Dress Rehearsal. And I think that Mike Downie, Gord Downie's brother, is the producer or director of this film. He seems to be a very accomplished documentary filmmaker in his own right. Award-winning. And the reason I'm really excited about this, if you've seen, I've done some reactions to the Tragically Hip, and I never really knew about them before I started this channel, and you all helped me down my journey. I am truly a fan now after a couple of years. I don't react to them on the channel anymore because it wouldn't be genuine in terms of being the first time reaction to any particular song, because I know all their songs. I have all of them electronically. And I've got a couple of vinyl here that I love and listen to, Road Apples, and this was Live at the Roxy. It's a live album, and you know, I frequently wear this shirt because I absolutely love the band. So I'm a genuine fan of this band. However, I feel like I am missing something, or I'm at a disadvantage when it comes to being a fan of the Hip for two essential reasons. Number one, I'm not Canadian. Although I probably am, you know, when people call me honorary Canadian on this channel, I really am flattered by that, and I'm honored by it, and I take it seriously because I do really feel like I have some modicum of understanding of what it is to be a Canadian after doing this for a couple of years. Of course, Canada is not a monolithic society, and what it is to be Canadian could be defined differently by many, many different people with many different experiences. Your experiences are all going to be what they are. But in any society, we do have shared experiences, and the Tragically Hip was widely shared experience. They became Canada's band. They sang about Canadian-specific topics, cultural topics, historical topics. You know, so, you know, in that sense, I'll never, you know, be able to appreciate them to the same degree that all of you who grew up with them, or, you know, knew them from their very beginning and have been following them the whole time. The other reason, and it's a sad one, is that I really only came to know this band several years, 6 or 7 years after Gord Downie passed away. And so a lot of what I've done, and you can look back to some of my reactions, have been post Gord's death. And so my context for knowing this band is to automatically become a fan but be sad, because I missed the opportunity to ever see them live. I missed the opportunity to see them in real time as they were coming up and developing, and new albums would come out. That'll never happen again. I reacted to Gord Downie's Secret Path project about Chani Wenjack, the First Nations boy who was in the residential school, escaped and died, and that was just a brilliant piece. I've got a couple of part series on that. It was one of the last artistic projects that Gord did during his lifetime that was so meaningful to him. I reacted to a interview by Peter Mansbridge while Gord was recording the music for the Secret Path project. In that interview, highlighted a lot the last tour that the Hip embarked upon. I watched the documentary film. I forget the title of it. I think it was, well, I forgot the title of it, but in any case, it was about their last tour. So it was very much about Gord's illness and how the band was coming to an end in a very beautiful way, but coming to an end nonetheless. So I'm excited about this documentary because it really seeks to explore the band from the beginning, all of the intricacies, get into the nitty-gritty, things that really don't relate to Gord's illness. I'm sure it's going to cover that at some point because it is the end story to the band. But I really want to know about, whether where it was discord between band members, as there often are. There's artistic differences that could happen, how they overcame them to stay together for all those years and all of that. So very, very excited. I'm going to get right now to looking at the trailer to this 4-part documentary series, and I'll react to that. If you are all interested, if you like this reaction and you think it's worthwhile doing, I will invest the time to record my reaction to watching each part of this series. Let me know. I'll hold off on starting it for a couple of days to start to see some of your reactions. And if there's interest in it, enough interest in it, I'll certainly do that. All right, my friends. So let's get to this long-awaited trailer, and I'll see you on the flip side. Okay, here we go.
No dress rehearsal. This is our life. That's what you got to do. You got to make the most of it.
From Kingston, Ontario, Canada, my friends, the Tragically Hip.
If any of us were in another band, I don't think we'd be able to do it because we wouldn't be in another band with our friends.
Crowds would get so loud that you couldn't hear anything happening on stage.
They put on a monster show. They were loud and tight and forceful, and Gord was mesmerizing.
They made it cool to be Canadian. I feel silly being sort of emotional about it.
The songs that we wrote matter a lot.
Yes, Will Arnett. Yeah, no, this is exactly what I was hoping for so far. This is getting me very interested.
To people, it came at its cost. 30 years, relationships can get strained.
We probably should have had some therapy. I think at that point we probably needed it.
We knew there were problems. There was anger and frustration and resentment.
The guy who said we knew that there were problems, that's, I think his name is George Stroumboulopoulos. He's a very well-known talk show host, right, in Canada.
And then Gord got his diagnosis.
First we'd climb a tree.
It was brain cancer, and it was incurable. The worst of the worst.
Memories, which used to be my forte, and now I can't remember people's names and can't remember lyrics.
What he's planning to do next is nothing short of awe-inspiring.
We got together and started to rehearse, to write an end to our own story.
No dress rehearsal. This is our life.
People came out and they showed their appreciation, gave Gord their love, and it helped him.
And that's where the heart
And I swear as we progressed, he got better, and it was unbelievable.
And by the end of the tour, he felt like old Gord.
Tonight we smoke
Multiple generations of Canadians decided that the Tragically Hip were our band.
They will define for generations to come the music that exemplifies this country.
Woo! That looks great, and obviously they are getting into Gord's illness and that last tour, but they have to because that is an essential part of their story. But it does look like it's going to get into a lot more. I now remember the documentary I was talking about was made in 2017, I think. Probably the year, was that the year Gord died? Well, it was a long time running, but it was exclusively about that last tour and Gord's illness. And it was also close in time to the time he passed. And this, I think when you allow some time to go by, your reflections and ability to gather your thoughts and look back on it may be a little bit different than in the immediate aftermath of that tragedy, where the feelings are all still very raw. So yeah, man, I'm really, really excited to get into this, and I kind of want to just sit down with a beer tonight and start watching it, but I'm not gonna because I'm gonna wait till I upload this video. I'm gonna wait for your comments and gonna wait to see if this is something that you'd like me to do, my friends, and I will wait for you. All right. I hope you have a wonderful evening, and I guess I would just say one other thing is that I know that this is premiering tonight in the US on Amazon Prime Video. Probably should have looked to see if it's premiering the same time or the same date in Canada. I know that it premiered officially at the Toronto International Film Festival on September 5th, but not available at home on streaming service. So I think you'll have it on Prime also, and I'm just wondering if it's also tonight, and I'm sorry I don't have that info for you. I'll look it up, and I will let you know at the end of this video. All right, my friends, take care. Bye.